Where's my mute button?
Volume is up.
Yeah, buddy.
And we are live.
Are we still calling it AAYFA today?
Yeah.
We're still calling that today?
Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah, but I don't see the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's there. Trust me.
I don't see it. I see Alabama Stadium. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit of delay.
We're just a little rusty, man. The COVID year took off.
Right? Haven't done the show in what? In a while.
Yeah, but since we both are losers over the weekend, we can actually do a show.
Right, since we're not going to practice, we have some time. So welcome to AAYFA today. To my left, D. Ballard. To his left, Rick Bleckler.
Rick. Skinny Rick now.
Skinny Rick.
Rick.
We're not gonna tell you how he got skinny, but he's skinny. So we're gonna go over a couple of things. We'll go over the 2021 season. We'll go over the rules for this weekend. Take any questions that anybody has. What else you want to talk about? Talk about the playoff brackets, if you guys want.
We want to hear all your winners and losers, your picks.
Right? Who, my picks?
Yeah, your picks for this weekend.
We can do that. We can figure all that stuff out.
Right.
So we'll get that in. So what do you want to touch on first? You want to touch on the rules for this weekend? So real quick. So Saturday games are going to be at Crofton, right? That's all your D1. Sunday is Crofton, Arundel, and Chesapeake.
Yes.
Those are your D2, your national D3.
Are we still at
Central.
Arundel, even though all that stuff went on at Arundel?
We're still at Arundel.
Okay.
Barely.
Right.
We got a little save at Arundel.
We're barely at Arundel.
Right. So Kenny said he'll be here at 9:10, but I think by then,
We'll be done.
we'll
The show will
be
be over.
We'll be done.
Right.
So let's go over the rules real quick. It's $5 to get in. It's been $5 forever. There's no change there. So one of the things we are implementing is if you leave, you have to pay to re-enter. Those are the rules. So once you're inside the stadium, stay inside the stadium. If you leave, you need to pay to re-enter. You'll pay if you're at Arundel on Sunday. If you leave to go to Chesapeake, you'll pay to get in there too.
Well,
Yep.
why the change, Chris?
Why the change on what?
The re-entrance fee. Anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah. So one of the issues, it's not really a trash issue. That's Parks and Recs. It handles that with the field monitors. It's an alcohol issue.
Yeah.
And if anybody says it's not an alcohol issue, then they're naive and they're lying. So that's one of the biggest things. I know, and we know that Arundel was cleaned up after this past weekend. However, when we left the stadium, we left it spotless. That wasn't the issue. The issue was all of the alcohol in the parking lots, the empty alcohol bottles in the parking lots after we left that Saturday and that Sunday, and we left it for the schools on Monday.
It's different, man. It used drinking at youth football games.
It's been going on forever.
Been going on forever.
But here's
Forever.
the deal.
But I'm telling you, man, it's a little different now. It's a little, it's like a family cookout now. Everyone,
It is.
no one's discreet. You know,
No.
it's to the point now where you don't even see like red cups or tumblers. They're just literally with bottles standing on the curb, wide open.
And that's the thing. I mean, we're not naive. We know what happens. But you got to be smart. Well, first of all, we're going to tell you don't do it. However, if you do it, you got to be smart about it. And I'll leave it at that.
So these games are just going to be like high school games. You come in, you leave, you can't come back in.
Correct.
Only we're allowing you back in by paying another $5.
Correct. And that is for kids 5 and
Over.
under.
5 and under are free.
5 and under are free.
Right.
So, but if he's 6, to me he looks like 5. He's getting him for free. I'm not going to hold you up for that. We'll be all right. What else do we want to discuss about the playoffs?
Do you need cash? Is it cash or is it card?
Some places you can play. I think Crofton for D1s you can use a card.
So D1 will have the square there, so you can use a square. You can use cash. On Sunday, Chesapeake and Crofton will have the square. Cash only at Arundel. Only because we have 2 squares.
Right.
Only because we have 2
And
squares.
I don't even want the square at Crofton because I don't want to deal with it, but it is what it is.
Right. So we do know that on Saturday for the D1 games, the booth will be open, right? The only thing that we ask for on Saturday and Sunday at Arundel and Sunday at Crofton is to bring a roster with names and numbers, first name, last name, and a number. That way the kids can get announced.
So just like normal, we have the access to the scoreboard.
So far, I've heard from Crofton and Arundel. I don't know what's going on with Chesapeake yet, but
isn't El Presidente and Kenny Browning, 2 board members, coaches there? We can't make that happen.
they are coaches.
They got
They'll
no
make it happen.
pull.
Well, I don't think Kenny has any pull.
Like-
But Jason may have some pull. He's a living legend down there on that end of Mountain Road.
Right, Kenny what's he do down there? Just coaches the kickers and take out the trash.
I think what does he coach? I think he ties shoes.
Linebackers. He coaches linebackers.
Does he coach
Damn, man.
linebackers?
I mean,
Yes.
if it was at Spalding, man, we'd be good to go. We'd have
Right.
we have the Palm Squad at halftime, the
The
fireworks.
dancers.
Right, we have fireworks going off.
Maybe next year we'll be at Spalding. Who knows? We'll see.
They won't let me be great. The county won't let me be great.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Saturday, no Friday games at all.
I'm glad about
Which is
that.
nice.
Yeah.
No Friday games. So all D1 Saturday at Crofton. D2 and 3 are going to be at Crofton, Arundel, and Chesapeake on Sunday. So 3 schools on Sunday.
Yeah.
So 2 hours apart, and then we're good. So those are the news and notes for the playoffs this weekend. What else we got going on?
Who's going to win those games? D1. Let's talk about the D1 games.
Oh, that's a good question.
Let's talk about the whole season, like the whole
It's
divisions this year. What do you think about the way the divisions were broken out? There's some people who are unhappy because they're saying that the schedules were uneven, and some people had an easier schedule than others, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I heard a lot of crying at the 7U level because not all the teams played each other. I think at 14U we split them and you had each side. But at the end of the day, the 2 best teams are playing the championship, right?
correct.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure at every level, the 2 best teams are playing each other.
Yeah. So I think one of the things we have is that we've got 17 organizations, but not every organization fields 7 through 14, and not every organization puts all their 7 to 14 in the same division. So that's where you kind of
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. We were gonna have a bunch of 4 and 5 league D1s,
correct.
like every year, and it's just getting dumber and dumber. But you can't force teams to play up, but you can always play down.
Correct. You can't force them to play up, but you can play down. And another thing, so it's in the county Recs or Parks and Recs manual that you only need 4 teams
Right.
for an A division or for D1, but we don't want to see 4 teams in D1.
Right, that happened,
Right.
4 or 5 years ago.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I
People
think
getting
it
each
happened
other
to you
3
It
times.
happened to me one time at 13U.
when
about
you had
6 years
when you had
ago.
Gore Campasity in the
Like
same.
you play
3 times.
3 times and you get like 2 byes or something. It's the weirdest thing. Two whatever it was, man. It was terrible, you
Right.
know. And you know, I don't like to see teams lose 1,000 to nothing, but
But here's
that
the,
happens in every division, in every league. Someone gets blown out.
It
I
does.
guarantee you can go into the Central Division and you're not going to find all close games.
Dude, it happens in high school at MIAA
Right.
A conference.
It's just going to be blowouts, and then you're going to have a couple blowouts, and you're going to have a couple good games.
I mean,
That's how
that-
it's going to work.
So at 10U, we got rolled by Old Mill, 38-0.
Right.
Right, that was kind of expected. So Old Mill and BP are the cream of the crop at 10U, and then 3 through 8. Is it 8 or 9? 3 through 8. I mean, those teams are pretty much even, right? So 4 of those losses, we lost by a touchdown. So 3 games was
So
6
great
nothing.
games.
Well, not great because we lost. But thanks for bringing that up again. So 3 of those games were 6-0, and the other game was 7-0, right? So that's one of the things. So we're kind of like in the middle, right? If we stayed down in D3, it'd be a boring season, right? So you stay up in D1, take your lumps, and play some close games. So I think that how that division is set up at 10U this year,
Did anyone die on your team?
nobody died. No, nobody died.
I
No.
think
I don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand both sides, but at the end of the day, nobody's going to die.
I
That's the
understand.
thing.
I understand both sides. We just don't have enough teams to support separate leagues anymore.
Correct.
It's
it.
not like basketball or lacrosse where there's so many
Exactly.
teams where
Exactly. Stop comparing them.
Yeah.
Like, stop comparing this football to those other sports when they have, fit 17, 18 teams in the age group,
right.
and you
Yeah.
can split them.
Yeah.
We're looking at the most 12.
Yeah.
and then we go 6-6. You know,
I mean,
that's
we did-
kind of how it works.
I mean, we did the best we could, right? When all that stuff came in with the registrations, I think we did a fairly good job of putting everything together.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to please everybody. It's always going to be somebody mad, you know. But at the end of the day, I think it kind of shaped out where, you know, the best two teams are playing. I think people had competitive games, and people got blown out, just like in any sport. There have to be losers, there have to be winners,
And again,
you know.
nobody died.
Chris' favorite thing in the world, nobody died.
No, nobody died.
Right.
There's no, not that I heard of. I mean, not on my team. There's no serious injuries or anything like that. So
Right.
it is what it is, man. I just, I don't know. I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, I like the idea of, I mean, if it gets to that point and you want to have a 4 or 5 team or a 16 Division One, then let Wrexham Parks just not schedule the D1 games for the first 4 weeks, and then just go find games,
And play outside.
play outside the county. Fine, you know what? We're in a 14 division. We won't start playing each other. We'll play each other twice, but we won't start. We'll give ourselves 3 or 4 open dates to start the season, and
And then you'll start the D1 schedule at the end of September, or maybe play all the way through October,
right.
and then that's it.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean,
Are there teams out there that you could find?
there's a ton of
games?
teams that we could play. The issue is, it's all the crossover idea has always been around, but the issue with the crossover idea was we never knew what our schedule was.
Right.
So if we, before the season starts, say, hey, we don't want to start our games in Division One until end of September. So
Right.
give us 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll find our own games, and then we'll play our schedule.
And then play all the way through September and through October,
Yeah,
or middle part of September. So that's still that would be 6 games,
it'd be 6 games.
6 games
Right.
and counting, and go from there.
That's what I'm saying. And then,
That's not a bad idea. That's
Or
actually
we
a
could
very good idea.
expand.
right,
We could expand.
We tried that this year. Didn't work out too well.
expand is one fix, but contract is another.
Contract is another.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Nobody's going to want to contract.
No, but that would fix everything.
It would.
Or it would just make teams bigger.
Yeah, but it would definitely.
I
but
mean,
dude,
take Crofton, for instance. We have 3 teams. Crofton has 3 teams.
Oh, we. Interesting.
yeah, Crofton had 3 teams, and let's say Crofton now is told, hey, you know what? You only had 3 teams. You got to go play at Gork. They'll go play at Gork if they want to play football.
But they'll just be bigger teams at Gork.
Yeah, but it'll be better teams.
Better also.
It'll be better quality. Now you'll have a real Division One and a real Division Two, right? Like you take the 25 kids on 12 you at Gork mixed with the 25 kids and 12 you at Crofton, and now you have a D1 team and a legit D2 team, and everybody will have that. You know,
Yeah, but you look at an organization like South County, which had 1 team a couple of years ago, and now they're building back up.
Yeah, I think they're at 5. I think they're at 5 now.
They have at least 1 in the championship, right?
We have 14U Central.
And 8U.
So then 2 teams.
2 teams.
Are they at 9U as well?
and 9U they're in too.
It's either 8 or 9.
Yeah, so they've
9U
got 3.
they're in. At 9U.
Are they? Do they?
Yeah, because they're playing Andover at 9U D2, so they've got 3 squads in.
That was an organization on the ropes a couple
Yeah,
years ago.
I mean it's not.
Mulhorn's done a good job of getting kids there.
Dude, the county's helped them out. That dude asked for more waivers than who knows what.
Now we're putting everybody's business out.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna start asking for a bunch of waivers. Look at me, we're struggling.
You ain't struggling.
What? I got like only 3 teams in championship or something. That's
That is struggling for you
that's
guys.
struggling.
That is struggling for you
All right,
guys.
see, so I need some waivers.
You got more than 3. You got 7. 7U,
7U,
11, 12.
11. Both 11s,
Both
12,
11s.
and 10.
Yeah.
That's 5.
And varsity, yeah.
That's 5. Varsity, we lost.
Oh, that's right.
We lost.
Yeah, I
We
forgot.
lost front of park. Thank you.
So you're gonna be in the booth with us all day.
Yeah, I this is probably since I lost the game Saturday night. This is the first time I got dressed. I left the house, so
Right.
you may see me this weekend. I don't know.
So take us through that process after you lose your game. You collect equipment right there. on
Oh,
the
so
spot,
I can't speak for the Bucks or Crofton,
right?
but at Old Mill, I'm the Grim Reaper. So the minute we lose,
Yeah.
wipe your tears, take the helmet off, and give me your shoulder pads. And then once you give me your shoulder pads and helmets, you can continue
love
to
it.
cry over the corner. That's kind of how we roll. So I actually, took my team's equipment off right there on the spot. We took care of 8U already. We took care of 9U on the spot. I got them all in the equipment room, stacked by sizes.
Yeah, I missed the
Where
days
they
of
go?
you throwing them in the back of the
Oh yeah.
that blue Ford Explorer.
Hell, now I throw them in the
Leaving
back
like-
of the
leaving like Chesapeake.
the gray Honda Pilot. You know what I mean?
Leaving Chesapeake with a rack full of shoulder pads and helmets.
Listen, man.
All good stuff.
I used to be so against it. Don't take. They're upset. They're crying.
Yeah.
They'll bring it back, but I've lost more helmets and shoulder pads than I care for. So
That stuff's not cheap, man.
yeah, stop crying, dude. Give me your
Right.
shit,
Give me
and
my
then you
stuff.
can cry later. We're good. Yeah, so that kind of how it works. But no, this year for me at 13U was just absolute fun.
That's a good thing.
Really teaching and watching the kids progress and get better from the start to the finish. And we lost the game, and I was probably pissed off for a day. I'm like, fine.
So I know there were some grumbles earlier on in the season about the way 14U was set up in
Yes.
those two divisions.
Yeah.
But it did what it was supposed to do, right?
Right.
You got Gork and Severna Park.
The
Right.
two best teams.
That's how it should be,
Right.
Right.
right? So maybe you're the first to say you're welcome.
I was talking to a couple of the Southern Park coaches after our game, and they were like, we just weren't. You guys just kicked us in the teeth the first half because we weren't used to the physicality because we didn't play anybody like that, and our kids were shocked. And I was like, same here. Like we played Gork, and that was it. And then we played Southern Park, and we're like, they actually have like. And no, I'm not taking shots at the coaches. They have like really good coaches who made adjustments. Who then now you have to make an adjustment and da 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 da.
Right.
So it was a really good chess match, back and forth. And
a good
those
thing.
kind of games you want,
That quarterback made some unbelievable throws.
I think you and I talked a lot about him offline.
Right.
Like the kids.
Yeah,
he's a baller.
we've talked about him.
He's a baller. He's a baller.
All right, so let's get into this 8U bracket.
Yep.
So this 8U bracket is.
Hey, Kenny.
What's up, buddy?
going on?
Sorry,
So-
Kenny just joined us.
We just basically we were
Kenny
talking.
just
had
had
to
a
come
smile
from
on his face
practice,
ear to
baby.
ear all the time. Look
We
at
were
him.
talking about how in Chesapeake we can't get the the booth and you guys scoreboard and you coach there, so you must
Look,
just
man.
coach the kickers and take the trash out or something.
Nah, man, kickers ain't my. I just drove with our kicker though, so I just got done doing.
Okay, all right, let's go D1 bracket.
Yep, let's go.
So D1 bracket, you got the Chargers and Severn.
Wow.
Now we played behind the Chargers and Naptown at Chesapeake on Sunday. There had to have been, like no lie, there had to be 500 people in the stands.
Oh, really?
It was crazy. It was loud. If I'm not mistaken, because I was warming up, I think Chargers went ahead 13-0 into half. Naptown comes back in the second half, ties it up 13-13, and goes into overtime. So, and obviously the Chargers are playing this weekend, so they pulled it off.
I think these two teams know each other well, even though they didn't play in the regular season. Because I could be wrong, and someone could comment and tell me. But I want to say they all coach together in the spring.
They do,
Ray Mag and Mario and
and they're coming out of two different
Julian.
brackets, right?
And, yeah,
So they're doing exactly. I mean, this is again another example of setting up those two brackets.
right,
Because had we set them up in one division,
right.
it may not have turned out this way.
Well, and you might not have gotten some of those great semifinal games at 8U
That's
because
true.
somebody would have got bumped out.
Yeah.
So I scrimmaged the Severn 8U team. This is my age group. So we played the Chargers team, scrimmaged the Severn team.
So what
Yeah.
you think?
So what do I think?
Yeah, you get the inside stuff
Yeah,
here.
so I think it's a close game,
Okay,
but I will give the nod to Severn.
okay.
Even though you grew up playing for the Chargers.
I did grow up.
Sell out.
I did grow up playing for the Chargers. I'm OG Lake. Before it was the Lake,
Sell
I
out.
was there. That's right. I showed up there first to coach.
No, I like your
Flower Mountain
honesty
Rebels.
though. It's perfect. Like I like the fact
Oh.
that you keep it 100.
I ain't cut no bullshit.
I like that. I like that.
It's a family show, buddy.
Not for me. Throw me out. There may or may not be something in this Diet Coke. You
I
decide.
legitly have caramel salt tea. Oh, salty caramel tea.
Oh, I thought you had that caramel Crown Royal. That sounds good.
That's a whole different.
This is actually tea. I'm not drinking.
That's a whole different level.
Yeah.
So what do you got? Severn, Chargers.
I am going to take the Chargers because there's a couple of old mill kids on that team.
Well, they're not old mill kids; they're Charger kids.
They are Charger kids now, but once you're a Patriot, you're always a Patriot.
Richard.
I'm gonna go with Severn.
I can never go for Severn. It's just
That's what I was gonna
I just
say.
can't.
You're going with the Charger because you won't go
Yeah.
for Severn.
I just refuse.
that's
Except for 9U because I'm not stupid and Jacoby's gonna win by 100. So
So Severn only gave up one touchdown, right, this year. I think.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Severn.
yeah, just ask Southern's dad. He'll tell you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That.
It'll tell you exactly how many touchdowns they gave up.
Do I have to?
His son scored.
I hate you.
Yeah.
What?
Just nah. You're trying to send me. I'm not.
We're not going down that road?
Nah. You're trying to send me that way. I'm not going that way
Okay,
at all.
Continue on.
Rich, has anybody posted any questions on the
No, I don't think
on our
anyone's going to
Facebook
be
page?
because we're not on Facebook Live. So
Oh, is that why?
yeah, we're gonna struggle.
Maybe.
There's 17 people watching right now.
So, all right, 9U.
So 9U, we've got Severn and BP. That's yeah, okay.
No, it can't be Severn and BP.
At 9U?
Oh, it is Severn and BP.
Yeah. BP beat UQA, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got Severn winning 13-0.
Now, how much did that hurt to say?
So now you have 7. Now you're picking 7. A
Because
second ago you said you couldn't pick
I
7.
couldn't pick Severn, and that's how much I think they're going to win. I just, plus Jacoby takes it all personal, and he might jump me in the parking lot.
Right?
So,
Isn't
You might be
Jacoby? Didn't Jacoby like 2 years ago put him on the clock?
yeah.
Remember that little video?
You saw
Who
the
did he-
video.
Who did he play then? I think it was BP,
That was,
wasn't
that
it?
was the same, and it was Kerwin Porter who was coaching this team also.
Oy.
So, hey, Kerwin, don't get put on the clock, man. I don't want to see another Jacoby video.
And I know you've got some history with Jacoby.
I picked Jacoby's.
Big Jacoby's team. Yeah.
I mean, they beat my Old Mill team, which in my program 67-0. I should probably go jump Jacoby in the parking lot. Actually, now I think about it. Come on,
Yeah.
Kenny, let's go.
Dude's got like 9 guys on his
Gotcha.
staff.
Let's go.
Like a dude's got like nine dudes on his staff. I'm just saying he's got 9 guys on his staff.
One of them was my little brother actually. All right, come
Oh,
on.
he did you like that?
Yeah, man. No, he's sacked for life.
Shit.
He's
Not invited to the cookout no more?
he's invited.
Oh.
He's invited.
Alright.
I mean, he's invited.
Will he be late?
Uh-huh.
Will he be late?
I'll put raisins in his potato salad.
Oh, shit. That ain't a cookout I want to be at. Probably don't do that no more.
10U, BP, and Old Mill.
Taking the mill, baby. Joey Hall gonna pull it off.
So
6-0.
So I went and watched this regular season game, and
All right, this is your age group.
so I went and watched this regular season game down at the lounge, as the kids say.
Yeah. And it was on fire.
That was the first time that I'd ever seen an Old Mill BP game.
Oh, it's your first time?
Because I've always had like shit going on my game,
Hey.
and especially this was my division, and I went to go watch it.
An Old Mill BP game at BP is something different.
Yeah, it's a whole different. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yes.
It's almost like an SEC game.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's an SEC. It's Alabama, Georgia. It's Florida, Alabama. I mean, it
There it
was.
is right there. Look at that. I just posted the picture from the
There
that
you go.
day.
I mean, it was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
I actually was standing on one end. And I saw you all the way on the other end.
Yep.
And it was a lot of people there.
Well, I was there to talk to parents about playing time. So if they were upset with playing time, they could come over to me at a reduced registration.
Weren't you giving out sweatshirts?
I was giving out sweatshirts. I was giving out
Discount codes for registration.
discount codes for registration. What else was I giving out?
You got new helmets.
Giving out
need
shoes.
all you need is a bus over at the Bucks. You guys got it in your budget, and you'll be fine.
I don't think Jamie Jacobs is using that bus anymore at the Panthers.
Right.
I might have to buy that
And you
bus.
can tell. Look at the Panthers now. Jamie Jacobs left, and they stink again.
Right? So
I still love you, Panthers. Go Cougars.
So BP Old Mill, where you at? Have you seen any of these teams play
I
yet?
love the Panthers too.
I
I
have.
love Fred.
I've seen them both play a couple times, so I'm riding with the mill on this one.
Hey, Beth
Upset?
Fred.
You taking the
I'm
upset?
taking the upset.
So I'm old school, and to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Woo!
I'm taking BP until somebody beats them.
So you riding Space Mountain?
No, why the hell would I?
Ric Flair.
But yeah, but I'm not riding Space Mountain.
He rides Space
Yeah.
Mountain
I got the
I don't
mill.
ride that.
twice on Sunday.
I got the mill. I want to keep my job.
So you got 3 guys taking Old Mill, and then you got an honorary BP member. So I get free everything.
I
at the BP
guarantee
when I show
you,
up.
if I look down at my phone, Maples is probably texting me, my inbox open. Bank open. Bank open. What's up?
Right.
How much?
I'm gonna take. I mean, they're. God damn. Yeah, I'm gonna take BP. I do like Old Mill, but I'm gonna take
That
like,
BP
again.
team is insane.
Yeah.
Their defense is
Insane.
just
I'm
The
taking.
defense is
I'm
better
taking
than
Old
the
Mill because I'm
offense.
wearing the hat. Damn it.
right.
That BP team. Joey has his hands full.
He does.
He got his hands full.
I'm gonna take that BP team. So next time I'm down at the lounge, swing on by,
Who
show
you
a
got?
little respect. Remember that day that we took BP. 11U, Old Mill, Brooklyn Park.
I'm taking Old Mill and I give you 14.
Old Mill BP. So I've seen the 11 play. I haven't seen the BP 11U. squad.
Sorry, B Hall. You about to get it. So just as good as that BP 10U team is,
Yeah.
that's just how good that Old Mill's 11U team is in their division.
Oh no, I've seen that Old Mill 11.
Well, you have two 11U teams in the championships.
Yes, we do. We got
Correct.
211. You've got national and American.
Correct. So,
So-
you registered them first in Central. Mm-hmm. They did a little damage week 1. So then we bumped them up.
Yeah.
But here's the deal: as good as that D2 or as good as Old Mill 2 is, they got beat by Old Mill 1 a lot, like 36-0, 32-0, somewhere in there.
B Hall just texted me, by the way.
What do you say?
He basically was like 3-1 odds. BP over Old Mill at 10U.
At 10U?
Yeah, we know that team is retarded, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's-
that team.
It is.
I don't know who those kids are running around with the white helmets on that team, but that's illegal. That's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our 11U and Old Mill, both those teams are really, really good.
Yeah, they are.
And you know, it's tough with two teams. Because every parent thinks you know, we've been doing this long enough where we say, look, we want to put kids in the right spot
Yeah.
to get really good playing time and to play a lot. Doesn't mean he's not as good as the other kid, but you want him to play. You can't have 6 running backs on one team.
You said the same thing as
Yep.
Spalding.
There's
Same
one-
thing as Spalding.
There's one
When we can
football.
go 3-3, you know, and everyone can play.
Yep.
And we did. I mean, we got some parents to buy in. They bought into it, and you know, we have 2 really good 11U teams. It wasn't easy, but now I think they saw like, okay,
Right.
we
More
made the right
times than
choice.
not, having 2 teams at an age group presents more headaches than it's worth.
It's such a headache.
It does.
It
I mean,
does.
I did it one year, 14U, and I had a kid that was on a bubble, and I'm like, listen, if you stay up on one, you're going to be my left guard. You play on that D3 team, then
Right.
you're my starting fullback. And he was
Right.
like, well, shit, I want to run football. And I'm like, well,
Right.
that answers that. So he didn't care,
Right.
But most of he wanted to play fullback, and that's where he was, and
Right.
that's what he did.
We had a D2 coach at Crofton used to recruit the D1 kids.
Yeah, that was some.
Dude, the Crofton.
That was. I remember that
If
dude,
people
right?
like knew what went on at Crofton back in the day, of the inner screwing each other over, like,
Right.
I mean, unbelievable.
They used to be like, well, I don't have that many kids, so we're going to register D3 with 15 kids.
Yeah, and then
Then
we're
they
going to
registered a squad, right? And then all of a sudden they get 8 kids. It's 23. 8 kids that should be on the D1 team are now on the D3 team.
Right.
They kick the shit out of everybody.
Well, they signed contracts how many carries they'd have as running backs.
I tell you what you need to see. Has anyone seen the BP? I think he's a tackle. And can someone comment from BP on 11U? Have you seen this kid?
No,
No, he's legitimately like 6'3", like 210.
Jeez.
On 11U?
He's on 11U. He's a giant.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the
He's a giant.
I haven't seen that 11U BP squad.
Yeah, neither have I. I've seen the Old Mill team a couple times.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the BP.
yeah.
team.
The BP, they're big. They're big up front. They're coached well. You know, last year's championship game was 14-7, I think 14-6. But I think the Oval team definitely added some dudes.
Now, this is a League 1 and League 2 thing, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's how all this, all the D1s are League 1, League
Yeah,
2.
League 1, League 2. They, the North, if you want to call it the North, the one league has both teams in the championship. So
Yeah,
coming from one side of the bracket
correct.
in that one. And I think the 10U was the same way, right? Oh, was 10U Central and
No,
American?
so 10U was D1, D3, and then D1
Okay.
split off into 1 and 2.
All right. So, but 11U was actually,
That was 1.
that was all one together.
That was all 1.
it was all one together.
That was 11. They were only going to take, I think it was 11. They were only going to
Okay.
take 4. but we created the second league,
Well, hey,
D2.
before we go any further, what we have to remember is this also: the championship games are not like regular season games.
No,
They're actual football games.
Right.
They last a long time. There's a lot of coaching going on. There isn't one possession and the clock runs out. Like
Yeah.
it's a different ball game. So a lot of butts get tight and a lot of people get nervous, and that's why the games get close and some of the championship games.
and here's another thing that some people don't know. So in that press box, there is an official on the clock.
Right.
So games no longer are 48 minutes.
Right.
You've got a full.
Right.
You got a full. I think my 12U coach played Gork, and I think that game from start to finish was 48 minutes. So that's the game. That's the halftime,
That's a damn shame.
It's crazy.
and that's 50 minutes. You got 10-minute quarters, and you got 10-minute halftime. That's 50 minutes right there. Plus you have stop clock on the drop
Even,
pass.
even the
Hey.
playoffs, you had your playoff game started half hour early.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
And we had the ball for the whole first quarter and scored. It
Right.
happens. Hey, I got a text. I want to know who was working the BP7U scale, and how much did they pay you to let them all those kids go?
I was at Crofton High School. I wasn't there.
I was
And
at
they
Old
told me
Mill.
to ask Chris Sexton.
I was at Old Mill. All you need to know is I got free reign down at the lounge. That's all you need to know.
All you need to know, if they're on my scale, I'm like this. Go. Oh, he passed. You don't want to get on my scale. You're going.
I get free reign down at the
I
lounge.
can kill it. What I'm not going to do is look at a kid and be like,
Yeah.
go back and lose 4 more pounds. That's just not. Like,
No.
So at the end of the day, my scale is going to be very lenient.
I mean, what are they talking about? Like a lineman, or are they talking about?
I don't know. I think.
Well, 'cause-
I don't-
But in reality, we don't even run the scales. It's the county.
It's the
that
county
runs
who
the
runs
scales.
Counties
the
that runs the
scales.
scale.
Right.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just we're
Unless it's an Old Mill kid, then of course he'll pass because I don't care.
Do they even weigh in
I don't
anymore?
care
Old
anymore.
Mill doesn't even weigh in, do they?
No, we don't even weigh in.
Yeah.
I'll pull rank on the county guy real quick.
Here go the rumors.
Good. Let's get it going. Like, listen,
Here go the rumors.
I've been playing Mr. Nice Guy at Spalding and Mr. Vice President AAYFA,
Yeah.
and look what it got me. My 7 U's playing for a D2. My
Yep.
8 didn't make the playoffs. My 9 lost in D. Dude, I'm going back to screw everybody, run over top of everybody, and let
I'll let you know what the
couple
issue
stabs
is.
in the back. You know what I mean?
I'll let you know what the issue is when we go off the air.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is.
What? Let me know.
Yeah.
Let's go. 12U.
12U, Old Mill, Cape. Here's the thing about Cape. Cape had a great ride. They only have 15, 16 kids. I think 15, 16 kids on that squad all year long.
Do they have 2 teams at 12?
No.
I think they do.
Where would they have a second team?
Cape.
They do. They have a second one.
They have a second, and they put a bunch of kids on that second 12.
They have a central?
Yeah.
What do you mean they put a bunch of kids on it?
So they only kept 15 for their 12U.
That's hard, man.
Their A team, and they put the rest of them on the second.
That's hard to go
That's
through.
hard to
I'm
play in the
pretty sure.
U's with 15, 16
It's
kids.
tough, and they've done a good job.
They have. They've beaten a lot of teams along the way. Quarterback's really good out there as well.
I like that QB a
Yep.
lot. He's really athletic. I
that-
watched him work out like one time. I was like, this kid, he's an athlete.
Yeah.
With that being said, Old Mill by 3 scores.
I think the spread's 26.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah. I watched the old little team practice tonight. The one bad thing about coaching your own team and then also running a program, you just can't walk around and see,
Right.
Yeah.
So tonight I got to walk around and look. That old little team got some dudes, man. They got some dudes. They're loaded. So, but I think last year was pretty bad. I think Cape's much better than they were last year.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Cape, honestly. I watched some little clips here and there, but I can't even speak on it. I haven't seen it, but I know the Old Mill's definitely a favorite. But hey man, Cape's 2 years in a row. They made it to the championship game. Hats off to them.
I saw the beginning of their game against Severn. Week 7, week 6, something like that. So they're thin. I mean, they got 15, 16 kids. That's kind of hard to use.
Have you
So-
seen Severn's 12U?
Yes.
They look like a JV team.
They're big dudes.
That's unbelievable.
Big dudes, big dudes.
They got like 2 SEC left tackles, D linemen. I'm like, man, that team is, and Cape beat them, so we'll see, man. Again, you never know. You got to play the game. But I'm gonna take Ole Mill in that game.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Ole Mill. I'm gonna take Ole Mill. Who you taking in that game, Rick?
Ole Mill.
Yeah.
He don't even know what the hell we talked about.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
looking
care.
for an
He
extension.
just heard
cord.
12U and said Ole Mill.
Right.
Uh,
Which takes us to 14U, your division.
this is a tough game to pick.
Gork and Severna Park.
Dude, Gork has the best kid in the league, and Serena Park has the second best kid in the league. Or you can flip it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Serena Park's QB is money. Kid's money, man. And Gork's 22.
He's on a different level.
He's right.
He's on a different level.
He's a freak. And not only that, Gork's big up front, and they got, what's 99?
They got a bowling ball at fullback.
Right.
Right.
99 is a thug on both sides of the ball.
Right.
So, I like the way Serena Park adjusted to us. Like, we came out there and just bullied them. And on both sides of the ball for the first quarter, I was thinking to myself, okay, like, we got a shot. And they did a really good job of adjusting.
Yeah, shut it down.
And I was like, shit. You know what I mean?
And shut it down.
Coaching youth football is legitly just trying to make the other guy adjust.
Correct.
Get him out of his comfort zone and make him actually have to coach on the other side, If you can do that, you can win a lot of youth football games.
We'll win any football games.
Any football games. I mean, we've won a bunch of high school games that when we got off the bus, we got laughed at. And we wound up winning, so.
Right.
Cool adjustments. But I'm being honest with you. That's a tough game to pick, this one. But
Pick it.
I just think 22 is just too much. He's unstoppable, man. Honestly, no one stopped him yet.
Until you stop him.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where I'm going. Gork.
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 Alrighty. Is your inbox still open or no?
My inbox has been closed since, and I told you guys, this is the first time let's do D2.
Okay.
I want to do D2 before we get out of here because I think this year's D2,
Yeah.
there's a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, you got
Just because of the way we separated, there's some really good teams that got knocked down on D2.
Yeah.
So
you got Naptown Panthers and BP.
At 7U.
That's 7U.
Oh, yeah.
D2.
did we do 7U D1?
This is the D1.
it
Oh,
is
okay.
D1.
Okay, who is
quote
it?
unquote D1 bracket. Naptown and BP.
Oh, so it's the C. Johnson's mob.
And
And
I thought he was at 8. He's at 7?
that dude got, listen, he's 7, 8, and 9. Dude got like a following. He got an army of like 7, 8, 9-year-olds following him around. Like 90
Right.
of them.
so I haven't seen the 7U Naptown team play. I
Yeah.
know our Bucks team played them, and I didn't see it. But I've seen the BP team play.
I'm going with BP.
I'm going off of what I've seen so far. I think BP is the best team at 7U, hands down.
They got a vet too coaching them, man.
Yep.
B-Hall's coached at all levels, so I'm going to go with the BP team on that one.
So B Hall's coaching 7U and 11U?
Yeah. I'm not even going to tell. I'll tell you off air why he left the 11U and went down to 7U. Well, you can text Maples and ask him. But
Is it an internal thing? Well, now that I'm an honorary lounge member, I think they'll let me in.
and then you invite to the
You don't
cookout.
even know? You don't even know?
Didn't know what. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm playing coy. Maybe I already know. Maybe he called me and consulted me.
Yeah, that BP 7U is
Yep.
like what's the I don't know his number, but the running back looks like he's like reminds me of Nash.
Yep.
Nash is that age. Another kid at BP, but
So
I'm gonna take BP for sure.
I'll take BP also.
8UD2. Here's the deal. You got Naptown and SCYA. But real quick on Naptown. So Naptown had 2 8U teams.
Yes.
The first one went, did he go 8-0 during the regular season? And I think this one went 7-1. Or maybe I've got them reversed. We're 6-2.
This one went 6-2, lost to BP and
Okay.
Chargers.
So that's a lot of
Wins.
wins between two teams at
Yeah.
8U.
Yeah.
So as far as, I mean, if they can keep those teams together and bring them through the program like that,
So I think that our 7U that was a D1. So the second group we should talk about is D2, and that's Ole Mill and the Chargers. Right?
where are we at? We're looking at the 8U national
Yeah, we
bracket.
skipped the 7, but so we only did one 7U bracket. So
Yeah.
the second 7U bracket will be Ole Mill and the Chargers,
Oh, that's D3.
D3,
Correct.
which
That's
is
gonna be
really
Chargers.
D2. And yeah. So
Yeah,
all
but
you
for
guys,
playoffs.
please pick the Chargers. I'm taking Ole Mill. And then I can't wait to post on Durant's page.
You know what? I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I know you are because you're a Charge dude.
I didn't take them in the 8U.
Charger
on,
dude.
man.
Because X-Band keep taking shots at us, man.
I have seen both of these.
They might
teams.
have the best uniforms though.
Right?
No, hey, I'll take the Chargers because he sponsored 4 holes in golf.
He did.
That's true.
So,
He
So-
was driving
Thank you,
around in
sir.
a cart.
that's right.
I have seen both of these teams play,
him and Mario over there, man, at the lake doing that thing.
and I'm taking the Chargers.
Good.
So let's go to
I'm
8U.
taking the middle 6-0. Damn it.
So shutout.
Yeah.
7U.
All right. Maybe 18-12.
All right.
Someone's gonna break one or two.
Yeah. It's 7U.
Right.
No one gets tackled.
Right.
It's either a fumble or someone's going 80.
So back to 8U D2.
He's not wrong.
You got Naptown and SCYA Southern.
The Annapolis Panthers' future looks bright, right? Like, let's be real.
Especially
Like with
at the
their
younger age
sevens
groups.
and their eights, that org is loaded with young kids.
Yep. But will they be able to hold on to them?
Yes, I think if they can somehow figure out, it's their first year with the merge.
Yep.
You know, and anything you do for your first year is going to be ugly. It's going to be rough patches, whatever. But if they can figure that part out and stay together, and
Yeah.
they can do. I mean, I told you guys that before. That I was like, if they figure this out in 3 or 4 years, they're going to be a problem.
Absolutely. So who are we taking?
And what, 8U?
Yeah, Panthers.
Oh, the
and
Panthers by a lot.
Yep.
Taking the Panthers as well.
Nat Town as well.
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah,
Richard,
I concur.
Panthers. So we're at 9U. 9U is Southern again versus Andover. I haven't seen either team.
Southern
play.
wins that game pretty easily.
But I will tell you that Southern is the 2 seed, beat the 1 seed Old Mill.
Which is sick. Wow,
They
really?
beat-
So now I'm gonna just pull up every Bucks loss, which could take us
I'm
all
just saying.
night.
That's true.
You know, when I start pulling it up, I'll be going
That's
through
true.
like loss after loss after loss.
That's true.
after
Well,
loss
we had a
after loss.
lot of injuries this
We
year.
have good funnel fries at our snack shack. Leave us alone.
So you got 9U, you got Southern, and Andover.
Southern.
Andover also beat number 1 Cape.
Andover's good, but I'm taking Southern in this one.
I've only seen Andover. I haven't seen Southern.
Yep.
So I'll give my love to Andover.
There you go.
I'll say Southern.
I'll take Southern at 9U.
Yeah.
10U, South River, Severn.
I've seen-
Severn at 10U, they're not beating South River.
Yeah, I've seen both.
So I saw him play. Well, I played South River once this year. I played.
What was the
Sac
score of your
twice
South
this
River
year.
game?
The South River game was first game of the season. We won that one, 2013.
Yeah, so I'm telling you now, South River wins
I saw South River Saturday.
by 2 scores.
So I saw these. So these 2 teams played 2 weeks ago, last game of the season, and South River won 13-6, I think it was.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's not.
I saw Severn. I saw Severn this past Sunday.
Severn, it's not going to be a great game.
I saw Severn this past Sunday. So we know how that worked out, but whatever. That's a good question.
South River, that's Seth's team, isn't it?
That's Seth's team.
While you're
Yeah.
thinking about
Oh, damn, so I got to pick between Seth and Antoine
Seth
Nicholson?
Are you hoping for a tie? An overtime tie?
I'm going South River.
Triple overtime, I'm taking South River.
I'll
Yeah,
take
South
South.
River.
I'll take South River as well. Although, now the Severn coaching staff for my game, they did multiply. So Ray Mack showed up after the game started making adjustments. Game was over. Couple handshakes. He hops in a limo, pulls off.
I got the text message. I told you I was going to get it. Bank open big mouth.
Who's that from Maples? Who's from Maples?
Oh, man. I love it.
I'll take South River at 10U. Although, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
You think you're overthinking it.
Not when you're better than them.
Antoine Nicholson coaching that team. I'm good.
Or is Ray Mack going to be coaching that team?
Ray Mack's going to be coaching 18,000 teams, and so is Brian Hall. Brian Hall's going to be coaching every BP team, and Ray Mack will be coaching every Severn team this week.
All right. 11U bracket. South River and Old Mill 2.
South River beat them pretty good,
Regular season.
but of course I'm taking the mill.
Of course you are.
South-
I'm gonna take South
get
River.
ready
I'll
for-
take South River too.
Taking South River. Oh,
I wonder why. I wonder why you guys taking South River. So
You know what? I'm going underdog. I'm going with Old Mill. Let's
Hey,
go.
hey.
I'm coming to the
let's
cookout.
go.
Let's
So hold
go
on.
to the cookie. He's gonna bring mac and cheese.
He
for
just
raisins.
took South River, so now I have an announcement. I'm looking for an offensive coordinator in Spalding next year. Let me know.
right.
Email me, please. Send me a text.
So everybody took South River. Great
No,
job.
no, everybody did not.
That's what I heard.
No, you heard wrong.
12U bracket: Naptown Panthers and UQA.
What is this?
12U.
Naptown, UQA.
Oh, UQA.
Naptown,
I'm taking UQA from. I'm taking.
That's a good team,
I'm taking
man.
the boys from the shore.
It's gonna be close
too.
too, but that's a good team. I like what they'll do with that group.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this, and I haven't seen Naptown Panthers, but I've seen Upper Queen Anne's,
Yeah.
and they've been good for a while.
I saw Naptown a little bit. They played after us on Sunday, so I saw a little bit of that game against the Panthers. But I'm gonna take UQA.
Yep. Same. Rolling with Dale.
I think it'll be close, but I'm taking UQA. 14U D2 is gonna be. The hell's that gonna be? Sac and Naptown.
What's that?
Is that Sac and
not
Naptown? 14U
updated on
D2.
here.
It's not updated on the. It's not updated on the bracket. I think it's Sac, right? Didn't they beat UQA
Hold on.
first round?
I don't know.
I'll tell you in a second.
Were you making bets over here?
Hey man, I'm ready. Yeah, yeah. I'm making a lot of bets here.
Who won the Sac UQA game?
Sack.
Because the bracket's not updated. So
Sac.
so it's gonna be Sac versus Naptown.
We talking about
It's UQA.
14U.
No, UQA now.
UQA? Yeah,
Oh,
UK won.
beat Sac. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about
Got it.
Yeah. Versus Naptown?
Yeah.
Naptown winning that game. Naptown got some dudes, man. They got the what's
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, running back.
What does she always says? Everyone's favorite running
Everyone's
back.
favorite running back.
Yeah.
I like that line.
Everyone's favorite running
I
back.
like the line.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Who did
there
they
with
beat
you.
to get in? So they beat. Then I'll take Naptown there.
Yep. I'm
I'll take
Naptown also.
Naptown too.
All right, so we can do. There's only four brackets in D3. We can get to it right quick. So 10 Central, you have the undefeated Panthers versus Gork.
I'll go Panthers.
Panthers.
I'll do
The
Panthers.
undefeated.
Go Panthers.
Like guided us there. The undefeated Panthers.
Undefeated Panthers. I'm not bitter. Just saying undefeated Panthers.
Enjoy-
D doesn't
enjoy
care.
it now.
D doesn't care because it's D3.
What are we talking about?
D3.
Oh,
10
and one team's undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panthers and Gork.
Why are they in D3?
They, in all fairness, that's where they belong this year. Because they wouldn't.
Hey, I stand corrected. For 10U, Ray Mack got nothing to do with 10U, and that's all my man Dre Dawson. He been putting in work. I got a text, man, from a fan that said he told Antoine Nicholas to shut up at practice, and he's been coaching the team by himself, and they got the dub.
Dre.
Yep.
So what's Nicholson doing?
Dre? Huh?
What's Nicholson doing?
He's holding Dre's whistle while Dre do all the coaching.
Damn.
I'm just reading the text message. I'm not at Severn Dancing. I'm just that's you know what I mean.
It's word on the street.
That's the word on the street.
Streets be talking.
So you're saying the Panthers at D3 wouldn't have scored in D2, D1,
No.
but how about at D2 playoffs? No. Man, somebody has to win.
They
Central,
wouldn't.
it's
They
fine.
wouldn't. They wouldn't have beat anybody.
It's fine. They're
They
placed,
wouldn't have beat anybody in that
they're
bracket.
placed
They're fine.
properly. They're
They're fine.
fine, and they went undefeated, and that's good for those kids.
It is, and we'll see them up next year.
Exactly.
So that's a plus.
You seem way too excited about that.
No, I'm excited about it.
That's like maybe his favorite team.
Like the small things. 11U Central is Savannah Park and Crofton. Now this is the Crofton team that was up.
At Crofton team, they're gonna win,
That Crofton team was up first game of the season.
and we switched.
Lost to
them,
Andover 13-12.
and we flopped them.
We got an email from your boy, right? Got an email from Joe.
I hope Joe's watching. Joe, comment, man. Shut Chris up.
We got an email from Joe.
Crofton has very convincing emails all the time.
Made the
I wonder
switch,
why.
dropped them, and I think they ran the rest of the table. But it is what it is.
I mean,
I'm gonna take Savannah Park.
Yep. I'm with the Parkies.
the
I'll take
Parkies
Savannah
on that.
Park.
They
Yep.
are my neighbors. I'm taking Crofton.
I'm taking Crofton.
12U Central Bucks and South Bowie.
Of course I'm going.
So
I
South
got all my
Bowie did
Bucks
beat
team.
Serena Park last weekend.
at
12.
at 12 Central. Yeah, they did. They did.
I'm always against anything in Pasadena, so I'm definitely taking South Bowie.
Beer Beach. That's okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when you get off.
So hold on, isn't
Yeah.
isn't that in Pasadena?
It is, but
Well, technically, it's the same zip code.
Right.
Yeah.
We're freaking Dina dudes. Fine.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's.
Pretty much.
It's the
I mean,
wrong-
the
it's-
one good thing
high
you
school
got,
wise, it's the wrong side of Pasadena. but
the one
that's
good
what
thing
it
you gotta have is you have the Dina Bowl, and you have your own Super Bowl of losers, which is great.
is. No, there's only one loser.
That's true. There is.
Actually, Chesapeake you guys are actually pretty damn
Yeah.
good this year.
We're not good at all.
You want to talk about it? How
No,
good? I mean,
no. We're not good at all. We're just barely getting by.
What's your record?
Yeah, 8-2.
Nice.
We're doing all right.
Did you play Broad Night?
No, we did not.
Did you play Old Mill?
No, we did not. We're 3A school, sir.
I'm just asking questions.
We're 3A.
Who'd you play out of county?
Played Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Oh, fist bump for that.
Roosevelt lost by 3. It wasn't
Good
bad.
game.
Who else did you play out of
Roosevelt,
county?
Perry Hall.
I bet you beat the Rundle.
Who was that?
38-16.
Something like that. Might have been more. I don't
18.
remember.
Look, man, I don't know. All I know is this: you better get Russell Son the ball. Continue.
Hey,
Let's move
that's
on.
my that's my boy.
Give him the rock, baby. Give him
Hey,
the
look,
rock.
I'm a defensive guy, so I'm just saying.
Right. Oh man.
I'm just
That's
speaking
guy.
for people.
My man
Don't have a
Rube.
voice, Kenny.
Hey, you speak for.
Speak
You're a
for
man
people.
of the people.
I'm a man of the people.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
14U Central, Severna Park, and SCYA.
Isn't Turner Park undefeated?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Savannah
I'll
Park
take
has two
Savannah Park.
14U teams in the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember they had like 79
Yeah,
kids.
they could have had
at one
3
point?
teams. You just
Right.
had coaches for 3 teams.
Yeah.
There was an
Enough
issue with
coaches.
splitting them up. I was
That could have legit
Brian's
been 3 teams.
consultant advisor through this whole process.
We have Turner Park's commissioner standing, co-commissioner right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm thinking Turner Park.
I'll
Yeah.
take Severna Park in that bracket as well.
Yep, I'm with you. Savannah Park.
Just 'cause I don't want to see you. Never mind.
Right. So what else we got? Anybody got any questions for us anywhere?
No, there's no questions,
Or
so we can
nobody
end
cares.
the show.
No. Did you guys touch on one before I got here about the fee, admission?
Yep.
Yeah.
$5 to get in. No re-entry. Pay another $5 to get in.
Right.
Da.
Talk about our Mid Maryland AAYFA.
Listen,
We
you
do not.
know I always do my job on this show when there's Facebook posts just about me. I love living in people's heads rent free. I love living in people's heads rent free. Already. Show's not even ended, I'm tagged in the post.
Let's go. So Durant posted. Let's see what my man posted here. Durant's got his picks. He picked at 7U BP, 8U Chargers, 9U SAC, 10U Old Mill, 11U Old Mill, 12U Old Mill, 13U. He's got as a coin toss Severna Park Gork, which I think is a coin toss as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hold
We'll
on.
see
Who's
how
he
that
has a 7U? He picked himself, right?
7U he picked. Yeah, of course he picked himself.
They taking that out, man.
Let me
trying to
see
tell you.
here.
We did 7, yeah.
Yeah, we did 7U. This is from 30 minutes ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Durant. I think we covered all that stuff. Durant says the link's not working,
Oh, to comment?
but that was from 53 minutes ago. But you see, there's
I hope it's
11 people.
working.
There's 11 people.
Yeah, Durant sent me his picks, man. He got some solid picks, and he's seen a lot of games too.
I like the picks. Durant is out.
Yeah.
Devin Brown posts the bank is open. 7 hours ago.
Yeah.
Did you guys touch on the AAYFA Mid Maryland?
No.
Champions.
You want to touch on that?
Yeah, we can touch on that. So all of our D1 champions on Saturday being played at Crofton are invited to participate to play the Mid-Maryland D1 champions
Yeah.
at Severna Park High School November 20th.
Who's sponsoring that now?
I think
Sponsored by
Television.
Tunnel
is.
Vision.
Television already had a deal with Mid Maryland, so Television was doing Mid Maryland's championship game and their All Star game.
Okay.
But it's really hard. You guys don't know how it is to do an All Star game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's easier to do a league versus league because people already have teams and equipment.
Yep.
So, you know, Mid Maryland and Jason is going back and forth with Maryland and Television, and
Yep.
it was just easier to do a +1 game at the end of the season was something they had already had going.
Correct.
So
So that'll be our D1 champs against the Mid Maryland D1 champs.
Where the games being played?
Games will be played at Severna Park High School this year. So this year it's going to be AAYFA.
and hold on, we will take the runner-up
Yeah.
So
because this isn't a state championship. type
Yeah, okay.
thing. This is not battle of the champions. So if our champion doesn't want to play, then the
the
second place
runner-up.
team can come into play.
Yeah,
it's just it's a +1 game with out of the county, whatever.
Yep.
So
So we'll do that, and then that'll be on the 20th of November. So a week after our championship, right? So not this weekend, but the following weekend. $5 cover to get in. Same thing as the championship games. So this year, AAYFA. Next year,
up there.
we'll go play on Mid Maryland's property, turf, fields, whatever that is. What about that time we coached that all-star team against MIFA?
Yep. You mean when we smoked them?
Yeah. How much fun was that?
hey,
was
that was
cold.
us.
That was pretty
Go.
fun.
That was us.
You know how
Staff
we,
is right
you
here.
know how we won that game?
Extra point.
Special
teams.
baby. Special teams.
That was when we did that MIFA versus Blue Devils thing.
Yeah.
It was cold as I don't know what.
Yeah, that was-
and the games were delayed like 2 hours.
Right.
That was
Yes.
That was over at
3
Woodlawn,
years.
right?
That'll be 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Those kids are juniors right now.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Moyers was throwing bologna at that guy Eric.
Yeah, that was good.
Talking about
That
lunch
was
meat.
good.
Talking about lunch meat. It's all
Right.
good stuff.
Yeah, that was freezing. That was cold.
Yeah, I'll never do that,
That
again.
was stupid cold.
I mean,
That was fun, though.
we went into December.
It was fun, though.
well, the first game we played out there in
Yeah, the running clock, like those
well,
refs were
and
terrible.
there was only one goalpost.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
we
bad.
went down like Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we went down to Clinton.
That was down Mitchell Tree's down to his hood.
We
Mitchell
went
Trees
down
on
there
stomping
and
ground.
played against
20-year-olds.
Maryland, the Maryland
We played
Bucks.
against the
Yeah,
D3
Maryland
team.
Bucks.
Beat the dog shit.
Yeah.
We played against a small D3 college team.
And I literally was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and play this MIFA team and get killed. Let's just not even. Come on, it's cold.
Right.
We wound up beating them, so that was great.
I remember one, shitty parking. Number two, the referee was on his cell phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Number three, one goal post.
Listen,
That was
that
good
game
stuff.
made the inside linebacker for Spalding right now a tough football player. Because I don't know how tough he was until we went down there and played the Bucks, and he got
Right.
destroyed the entire game.
He scored a touchdown in the game we won.
He did, and he came back and scored the winning touchdown the next week, and he's doing well. Geo Boone, that was great.
Great kid.
Yeah.
Good
Since we don't have any questions, man, I guess we're done. I mean, at the end of the day, hey man, be safe out there, guys. Be smart. You guys you heard 1,000 times from us. We have to answer to Rex and Parks now, and now it's the high schools,
The
and
ADs
the ADs.
that didn't want to give us the booth.
Right. We had an emergency call on Monday, was it?
What the hell was today? Yesterday.
They're trying to take the fields from us. It's always something, man. But you may not believe it, but I promise you that we fight for you guys every week. It's something, man, and we got to sit down and argue back and forth. And it was kind of sad that I feel like, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, the volunteers are doing all the heavy lifting. Not all the heavy lifting.
Most of it.
A lot of the heavy lifting, and we're getting it from both ends.
Yeah,
See what I'm
that's the
saying?
thing. So we
Like-
get it.
We get it from both ends.
Yeah, so we're in the middle. So we get it
Right.
from the association,
Right.
and we also get it from Parks and Recs.
Right.
And then we'll get it from the association, we'll get it from Parks and Recs, and county
It's like,
executive
damn,
office.
man, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing this?
Right.
What are we doing? But
We'll see.
what I do find funny is, like, they'll complain, but when we offer to pay to have it at a private facility, we were told no because it's an Anne Arundel County event. Well, stop crying it.
Well, here's the deal. So what if we just held it at a private facility?
I mean, that's what we're gonna do next year.
Then we'll have it at a private
We're
facility.
totally done with this. I don't even want to. Not that I condone the the tailgating and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I just don't want to hear it, dude. Like, I'm tired.
We can't control what people do
No.
after we leave
No.
in the parking lot.
No, not
You
at
know,
all.
doing this year round and doing all this stuff, and then having to hear crying about. I'm not even gonna get into it. Let's just find a place, pay for it, pay the people to clean, and just be done with it.
And be done with it.
All right.
So, real quick, if anyone doesn't like the way the league functions, if you're looking for rule changes, all
Leave.
that other good stuff,
Leave?
I was going
Leave.
to talk about proposals.
No, leave.
All right.
Leave. Like,
So according to D,
there's 1,000 other leagues out there. Actually, it isn't. It really isn't. But good luck.
So one thing I do like about our league is nobody's posting, "Hey, I'm looking for a game Saturday for
Yeah.
9U. Hit me
Yeah.
up."
Or the refs didn't show up.
The
As
refs
good or bad as the
Wow.
refs are,
We've had
They show
a
up.
couple.
We had a
games
couple
this year
times that
where they didn't show up.
They're
That's
not
true.
perfect, but
Yeah.
I really do like the idea of allowing Division One, if it's going to be a small division,
Yeah.
to have built-in buys in the beginning of the season, so they can schedule out county
To give them
games.
the opportunity.
Exactly.
But let's get through this season first.
Dude, next week we'll be sitting in at Rex and Parks in the county executive office in January.
That's true. That's true. So proposals are due to your commissioners by the February meeting, I believe.
February.
Not by you. If you have something, submit it to your commissioner. Your
Right.
commissioner will send it up. We'll take a look at it, present it to the association, vote on it. We'll vet it. We'll do all that other good stuff.
This close to unlimited. It's so funny, right? Like 4 years ago,
Yep.
no way in the world we'll ever go unlimited. No way we'll ever add weight. No way da da da. Well, we've added 10 pounds.
Yep.
We've got the line unlimited.
Correct.
Like, right there. I kept telling everybody, be patient. You gotta slow walk it.
But here's the deal, though. In those 4 years, no one ever submitted a proposal to go
No.
unlimited.
No.
Yeah.
But with that said, though, we've been fighting behind the back door the entire time for it.
Correct.
Like literally, we've sat every year like, we want to do this. No. We want to do this. No. We want to do this. Okay.
Correct.
So, I mean, we'll see.
So we're still fighting. So you got proposals, submit them to your commissioner. They're due to us in February.
Right.
And that's a wrap.
We out, man.
we good?
We're done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Be safe.
Good luck this weekend.
Be kind.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Do I get free BP gear?
You should.
Might.
Sell out.
All right.